Hi everybody, it's Pam with Silver and Sparkles, and I am going to show you guys another one-page wonder, and this one is made with an 8 by 8 piece of paper. So there's a pocket here on the front and another large pocket on this page. Then I put a little bit of journaling space and then a pocket. It's super simple, super easy. And this kind of goes in the Mass Make March kind of idea because you can make a whole bunch of these really quick. I saw this fold, I think on Pinterest. It was just, one of those quick folds. But I don't remember where. If you guys have seen it, you've probably seen it other places. So I decided to do an 8 by 8 because I just got in from the new release from Pink Monarch Prints, this beautiful 8 by 8 paper, and I got really excited. And so I thought it would be perfect for this project. I'm trying to pick one that doesn't really have directionality to it. I mean, it doesn't bother me if things are a little bit sideways or upside down, but we'll pick this one. I like it. Okay, and I did an 8 by 8 one-page wonder on their channel recently, and everybody seemed to really like it, but I do know a couple people were upset that they went to go buy paper and it wasn't available. Pink Monarch just does releases, I think once a quarter is their schedule, so it's kind of, you get it while it's in stock, and then you wait for the next release. Some things they bring back and then they have new things. So if you don't have their paper, of course, use any paper you have. And if you don't have 8 by 8 scrapbook paper, just cut a piece of paper to 8 by 8 and craft along with me. It'll be okay. Oh, I was also going to mention the fussy cuts and the tags are from the freebies that Anna and Elena are doing for their subscription members, which is a new thing. And there was this blue, I can't remember the name of it, that just went really well with this blue paper. So I decided to use it. I also picked up some of their stickers because I'm obsessed with stickers. So I'll probably make some projects with these before too long. But I may use something today too. We'll see. Anyway, just got excited. I got one of their other paper kits too. So, all right, for this one piece of 8 by 8 paper. And it doesn't really matter which side we score it on. We are going to do a score at 4 inches and then turn it and do it at 4 inches. You really can, I guess, just fold it in half if you want in both directions, but I decided to score mine. So you decide. All right. So then we're going to fold the paper, and even though I've scored it, I'm still making sure everything looks like it's lining up right and getting it hopefully nice and even. My original one was off a little bit, just a touch, and I just trimmed it off. So it's just paper. We can fix most things. Okay, to help us all, me included, see, let's do a little bit of inking. This is Distress Ink in Walnut Stain. I don't know which side's going to be easier to see. I think you'll be able to see that, I hope. So we're going to make one cut to start with. Really, really simple. I love these that are a really basic construction because it's just so easy. Because I'm not worried about my paper, the direction. I'm just picking up a side and just cut right on the score line up to the center score line. Okay? And then you want to hold it so that the cut is here on the left and fold it in half. So it looks like this. Ta-da. And then fold one back and one forward. It's that easy. And this is the page that's going to turn into a pocket when we glue it. And this page, I'm just going to actually lay this in my trimmer. I know each of these squares are 4 inches. And I'm going to cut this one off in half at 2 inches. So it leaves me a 2-inch flap for the pocket. And then this one I'm going to trim off just a touch. So it should fit inside for another pocket, on whichever side you want to do, I guess. And if you want the other pattern out, then you should flip the paper the other way. You'll be able to figure that part out depending on the paper you use. Guys, it was simple. I love it. I love these that come together so fast and easy. And you could definitely, if you, again, need some gifts, want to use these instead of like a greeting card, just, you know, fold a whole bunch up and have ready. They'll be great to tuck inside larger journals. Now, I did do some thumb notches, and I staggered them on the prototype. I don't think it really matters where you put them. I think I'm gonna do this one on eyeball at kind of the middle. And this is my 1-inch punch. I could have used a different size. And then, but I'm gonna try to line them up and do both of these in the middle this time, just to be a little different. I'm a little deeper on that one, but that's okay. I don't usually go that deep and make it, but it is what it is, because now I did it. All right, fun. Okay, let's glue it together. Oh, and I'm going to make this the pocket too. We'll do the thumb notch in that one in just a second. So for this one, we are going to add our glue here and here at the top and the bottom of this flap. And again, you know, you could change this up if you want to. You don't have to make this a pocket. You could have left it as a full page and used another piece if you wanted an inside pocket. Okay, and I guess you could even just make it a flippy too if you don't want to make this a pocket, but I'm going to glue mine closed. We're going to add glue along the outside edge and the bottom. And that will leave this side open. Okay. You just want to make sure I didn't accidentally close it or glue it together. Now this is what I meant about occasionally it can get off just I mean, it's just a smidge. I think with some ink, I'm not even gonna notice that, so I'm not gonna worry about it. When you start folding up paper, sometimes it does stuff like that. Okay. And then for this little one, we'll put another notch about in the center and ink it up. And if you want to use other papers that you have, you could do pockets on both of these panels. I chose to put a journaling spot on mine, and I'm going to do that for this one as well, just so there's a little bit of writing space. Now, if you want, you could add some other pages or a flip here. All right, this is just for decoration, and it just opens up like this, but you could add a flip or something. Maybe we'll do that, right? Because basically this is done except for decorating, and if you want to tie a string on there. So why don't I live a little, right? Since I didn't prep for this. And we will do a flip. I'm going to do it on the fly. A flip on the fly. Let's use this one that kind of looks like a grid paper. And I'm going to, when I'm calling it a flip, I think I'm going to have it flip up. It'll be okay. So I want this to be a little less than 4 inches wide. I know this is too big, but oh, it's grid paper. Ha! So this is going to be perfect. I can just use my scissors and not have to walk over to my big trimmer. I need to get a trimmer I can use here on my desk. 1, 2, 3. All right, that would be 4. Let's just go to this line. And then I'll give you the measurement here in a second if you want to make something similar for yours. But you can make yours whatever size you want. And again, you can make it flip sideways, flip out. Like I said, I think I'm going to have mine flip up like this. That way we see this really pretty flower here instead of the journaling spot. And then when you flip it up, you will see the words. We might put some neutral paper here for writing space. I want to, this is a full 8 inches. I'm going to take off just about, let's do like a 1/2 inch. We'll have that piece. Because then when I fold this in half, didn't cut it quite straight, but that's all right. We have this nice little border around there. And since I'm realizing it is not cut straight, I'm just going to lay it here and even it up if I can. I'm going to try to anyway. Both sides are crazy. All right, now it's getting a little bit of a haircut, but that's okay. So it ended up probably, I'm going to guess, being about, hopefully about 7.5 inches long. 7 1/4, that's fine. And a smidge more than 3 1/4 wide. And this is just going to be a super simple flip. It goes like this, but we can also, if we want to, make it a pocket. Let's make it a top load. This will be, you know, the top load, because we have this great big pocket on the side here. Okay, so I'll show you how we're going to do that. Again, very basic, but impact, right? It looks good. Okay, now I'll also tell you a trick. If you're not going to make it be a pocket or a tuck spot, and you don't want to use your so much of your pretty paper, you could just do a little hinge. You know, you could chop it off here and glue it down just by the hinge. And then it would still flip open, and then you could put your neutral writing paper here, and you wouldn't know that it wasn't a full panel. Because I want this to be a pocket, I'm going to leave the whole piece. Okay, we might use a Velcro dot to close it. We'll see. All right, I want to leave it open at the top. So I'm going to hold it, and we're going to glue 3 sides, the bottom and both sides. And I'm going to center this on this panel. Whoa. And try not to wiggle it around. But I did. It's okay. I always tell myself, it's okay. It's okay. There we go. I love this paper. I'm having so much fun. All right. Now, when we go to decorate, this is going to be fabulous. Now, I just had some book page that I was using for my little journaling spot. And I'm going to leave a border so I can see the paper. And I'm just using my ruler, eyeballing it. So I love using book page, but I also really like to save the parts of the book pages that do not have any text on them. So I can use them for things like this. A piece of tea dyed or coffee dyed paper would be great here, or even just a neutral of some sort. A lot of the digital kits come, you know, with background pages and backing pages and things like that, which are great to use too. So just use whatever you have and works for you. Look at that. Lovely. I love all the blues, all the different patterns. All right, now the front's going to come together, I think, as we figure out tags and decorations. So these are some of the fussy cuts. That was one of the freebie sheets. And so those of us that are members, have the gold membership, I think you got 3 freebie kits. And the regular membership, I think there were 2. Can't remember. And I was really excited. For a long time, they did a coupon, which was nice, but I think because there were always such good sales and you couldn't use the coupon on a sale item. Anyway, or if you use the coupon, it overrode. I don't remember. It just I think having freebies is a wonderful thing. I love freebies. I mean, who doesn't, right? All right, that's kind of a fun size. I definitely want to put a ribbon or something on there. And I don't know, that's a lot of pattern with these that I chose. This was a little bit lighter, and so these fussy cuts were standing out a bit more. Let's see, kind of like that blue mushrooms. They're mushrooms, Pam. Okay, and it's a little bit different blue, so it kind of pops, I think. I hope you can tell that on the video. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and glue that down because I like that there. Glue, Pam. Okay, so I'm just gonna decorate it up real quick, and I'll have two made. And I think I forgot I was going to link my Patreon in the last video because I think I mentioned it. I just don't talk about it that often, just because I don't think about it. I should, though. I love my patrons. You guys are awesome. And so a lot of times when I'm making things, I'm always thinking, you know, of multiples so that I have plenty of variety and fun things for my patrons each month. And so definitely when I have something that I really like and I have all the pieces all chopped up and out, I'll go ahead and make several so that I have them for the Happy Mails. All right. Somebody asked me, you know, what do I do with all the things that I make? And of course I sell some things. Some I give as gifts, as cards to my friends and family, that kind of thing. Okay. I put a little fussy cut on the other one. I think this one would look cute with a fussy cut, but I don't know. I like this squirrel. Let's put him here. This acorn I really like too. And even though it's an acorn, which makes me think of fall, the colors, you know, are a little different. Now these eggs are really cute too, which makes me sort of think of spring and Easter. Maybe we'll put the eggs here and that little squirrel here because I want to use both of them. And of course I could put them on a tag or something too, but now I do want to keep little squirrel in where when this is closed, you don't see him, so he's a surprise. And I haven't cut all of the fussy cuts and tags and things out because I was ready to have fun and craft. All right, I don't want to add glue there. But they were really, really nice details and colors and images. Just fun. Those, I don't know what blueberries look like on the vine or when they're growing. Maybe that is the leaf, but to me that looks like a blueberry and they're really cute. All right. So I need something tall that will not get lost in there. Now, part of the issue is I didn't print on both sides, which I do sometimes, and then I regret it. Let's see, are those the same? That's almost the same size, so I'm going to do those and then just chop it off. I'm going to glue them back to back so that when they're in that pocket, the white hanging out the top isn't as noticeable. And of course I could put this on craft paper, on book page. I backed quite a few of the prototype on book page. They looked really good. All right, this fixes it. And we'll just ink her up. And we will add some ribbons here in just a minute. I'm just gonna kind of see how these are looking. Yeah, see, that looks nice. But some ribbon will definitely make it look cute. All right, so this one has a little extra. Ooh, these butterflies are pretty. Some of these look like I've already inked them, I can't tell. And there were just a whole bunch of tags, and you guys know me, I love good tag. And so it's hard for me to resist. Maybe I'll put 2 in there. I just realized I had a butterfly. That's why I didn't want to do the same. Or it's not the same. Look at that snail. Okay. Use these papers or any that you have, and you're going to make just a fun, cute project. I do want to do the piece of twine. I liked that. You could do some baker's twine, a ribbon. You could skip this. It really is just for decoration. So you could do, I did a knot and then some hearts. I think on this one I may just do some circles. You could tie a bow. You could put a charm on here. That would be cute. All right. All right. Ooh. This is where I wish I had an extra finger sometimes to help me. Very cute. A little long. Didn't need to cut them quite that long. All right. Let's see. Instead of, I love the heart, but instead of the heart, let's just do a little circle. And this was, I think there might be enough to get two out of this one, and then I'll pick a different pattern because I don't think I can get 4. Okay, and I'm gonna have to just sacrifice one of my pieces here. I don't want to cut one of my full pages. Let's see. I also have these that I haven't cut out. Well, there was just so much. I was just so surprised when I downloaded the freebies that there were so many pieces. Look at that. Aren't those cute? And I like these tags too. Okay, we're going to use one of the little bitty ones because I just need 2 circles and that'll be fine. All right. I do want to, I wish I'd used that butterfly, add some ink. And since I have, I think I'll put the same patterns together, and that way if it flips around, it doesn't matter. You'll see both patterns. That makes sense. These I did, the same, so no matter which way they're turned, they pretty much look the same. Okay, glue. All I do, and I've shown you guys these, I do this on the inside of, or the strings on signatures a lot to have something interesting when you get to that part of a journal. But I just sandwich it in there and, make sure it dries good. But I don't pull on them. It's not like, I'm trying to pull it out. But once it dries, it isn't going to go anywhere. All right. There we go. Oh, and some ribbon. We'll do a little bit of ribbon. And I'll probably, because I'm having so much fun with it, I will pull out my seam binding. Is Pam in a ribbon rut? I don't know. I have other ribbons. There. And I can kind of play with that until they kind of lay the way I want them to. Cute. I just love all the different blue. And I'm going to grab this piece because it goes really well, I think. All right, this one is white on the other side too, but it only sticks out a touch. I'm not going to worry about it. All right, I definitely want to staple. We'll tie some on and we'll staple some on, but this one with this great big circle on there. There, I'm going to just do that. That looks good. Able to see them. And this one, we'll do the little slot. Probably a circle would have looked good too, since it's curved at the top. But it is amazing when you are decorating a little journal like this or a little folio, as soon as you start adding a piece of twine or a ribbon, everything just starts to look finished and happy. Oh, I was going to look at those stickers and see if I had a place for a sticker too. All right, this one I'm going to loop this way just to have different ones. So I've got a stapled one. I've got one where I just tied a little knot. And this one, oh, I tore that one, but it's okay. It was 2 layers, luckily. Oops. Shouldn't really notice it. There we go. I don't think I'm going to put one there. And then I'll put one on this one to cover that up again. That little bitty white spot. Okay. It's really cute. I really like both of them. This one has the owl and the bunny. Yep, they're cute. I hope you like them too. Please leave me a comment. Let me know if you plan to make it. And I was thinking about this. Honestly, you could make these. I use the 8x8 paper, but you could use a 6x6 and make a little one, right? It would end up being 3x3. You could make, you know, cut whatever size you want. You could do a 9x9, a 12x12, and have a big, which would be a 6x6 square, which would be a fun size, you know, for a journal, maybe then that you even sewed some pages in or something. So any square piece of paper would work, and you would just end up with a different size square, right? So anyway, have fun, make them your own, enjoy, and I'll make sure I link the Pink Monarch website in case you want to look at that, but use any papers you have. Okay, thanks everybody. Have a great day.